Goku has had a lot of rivalries in Dragon Ball. Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Tien, Goku and Piccolo, Goku and Krillin, and even Goku and Frieza. If you're a character who has come back past your first arc, there's a solid chance that you have had a rivalry with Goku at some point in the story. However, probably the most important and powerful character who has never truly been a rival for Goku has been his first son, Gohan. Now, I don't mean that Gohan is weak or anything. Rather, neither of them have ever specifically trained with the personal intention of outright beating or surpassing the other in power. However, that hasn't stopped the two of them from being constantly compared to the other in strength. So today, I'll be going over the entire history of Goku versus Gohan, starting from chapter 1 of Dragon Ball Z and going all the way to the end of Dragon Ball Super and beyond. How many times did Gohan surpass his father? How many times did Goku reclaim that title of the strongest in the Son family from his son, and who ultimately is currently the strongest between Goku and Gohan? Let's find out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's jump right in. This video is going to be covering a lot of arcs, so if you're looking for my take on a certain Goku versus Gohan topic, you can just skip to that portion of the video with the timestamps down below. So, starting right from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, I hope it's not controversial to say that Goku begins the story stronger than Gohan. At this point, Gohan is still essentially a baby and has not revealed any of his combat capabilities or potential yet. Goku's own power level is around 416, and with a Kamehameha, it jumps up to an impressive 924. At this same point in time, Gohan's own power level is literally 1, making him at least 5 times weaker than even normal humans like Farmer with a shotgun. So, Goku gets the first point, only to immediately have that gap be closed in Chapter 5, as Gohan gets angry and has a power level spike of, at first, 710, and then 1,307 against Raditz. Now, both of these values are undoubtedly higher than Goku's base, and even Kamehameha power levels, and pretty much everyone, including Raditz, agrees that Gohan is stronger. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he wins in a fight, as he can only access that power for brief flashes, so as long as Goku doesn't instantly get beaten by that flying headbutt, Gohan's power would drop back down and Goku would win. Still, we'll give Gohan a point and move on to the second act of the Saiyan Saga. Both Goku and Gohan train during the 1 year period before the Saiyans' arrival, Gohan training with Piccolo and Goku with King Kai. At some point during this training, Goku surpasses his son and then some, as the recorded power levels being 981 and the iconic over 8,000 respectively, giving Goku another point. While Gohan's Masenko amps him to 2,800, this is obviously still not enough. Later in the arc, Gohan does transform into an Uzaru, which, even assuming it multiplies off of his Masenko power level, the form would be at 28,000, which is still less than Kaioken times 4 Goku, which would be at 32,000. So the arc ends with Goku being stronger, so a score of 2-1. During Namek, Goku and Gohan would continue to grow in power, but for the most part, Goku pretty consistently remains stronger than his son. While Gohan's power level reaches 14,000 against Rikum and surpasses Goku's base in the Saiyan Saga, he would still lose to Kaioken times 2 Goku from the previous arc, and by the time Goku arrives, his own base power level is 90,000. However, due to Gohan's insane potential, he might actually have closed that gap and then some within the same arc. You see, there's that whole period where Goku is recovering from getting beat up from Ginyu's body change, and the rest of the Z fighters are fighting Frieza. During this period, Gohan's power level pushes all the way to 200,000, but gets even higher with anger, as he's able to smack around and even hurt a suppressed second form Frieza, who should still be stronger than his first form's 530,000 strength, which is stronger than at least base Goku. The issue is that we don't exactly know what Kaioken multiplier Goku has before his Zenkai, as we only get told the limit of a 3 million power level is Kaioken times 10, and that Goku had to break these limits to use times 20. This means, at least to me, that Goku is likely still capped at Kaioken times 4 or 5, while needing at least Kaioken times 7 to surpass Angry Gohan. It's also implied that Goku doesn't get his Zenkai boost until after he is fully healed, so it's not like during this period he's ambiguously between 60,000 and 3 million. So Gohan gets a brief point that Goku immediately snatches away and then extends with Kaioken times 20 and of course Super Saiyan. So for Namek, once again, Goku gets 2 points for starting and finishing the arc stronger, and Gohan gets 1 point when he briefly surpasses his dad while fighting Frieza. The Cell Saga is hopefully one of the most self-explanatory arcs so far. This arc isn't about if Gohan surpasses Goku, just about when. Until Gohan gets Super Saiyan, there's absolutely no comparison between Goku and his son, unless you're counting the heart virus, which I'm not going to. However, the moment Goku and Gohan step out of the time chamber, Gohan is stronger than his father for the rest of the arc. Some people seem to think Goku doesn't get surpassed until Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2, but pretty much everything implies the opposite, from Cell agreeing that Goku wasn't bluffing when he said Super Saiyan Gohan was stronger than himself, to Gohan thinking Goku's power level was just their casual training strength, and guides implying Super Saiyan Gohan was stronger than Cell. In other words, Super Saiyan Goku would go all out against Super Saiyan Gohan, and Gohan would be able to match it with a casual training power level. And then he doubles his strength for Super Saiyan 2. 1 point to the both of them. Next, we enter the Majin Buu Saga, and this is where the first real controversial topic of Goku versus Gohan begins. Obviously, over the 7 years jump between Cell and Buu, Goku trains while at best, Gohan just plateaus and loses the ability to access the anger that he had used against Cell. Not only is Goku stronger than Gohan's pinnacle of power up to that point, but that's before he uses Super Saiyan 3, which makes him another 4 times stronger. This continues all the way through the arc until, of course, Gohan trains in the Kai world and gets his potential unleashed by Old Kai. Now, there are several major power scaling camps that exist regarding how strong Ultimate Gohan is in comparison to Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the Buu Saga. The first camp thinks that Gohan is the strongest guy in the Buu Saga besides Vegito, Buuhan, and Bootanks, and that Goku never surpasses him until sometime after the defeat of Kid Buu. The second camp thinks that Goku's strength remains the same the entire time, and that Gohan never surpasses Goku at all. The third and final camp believes that Gohan does surpass Goku, but Goku goes on to get stronger, and that by the time of the Kid Buu fight, he is stronger than his son. Now, due to the differences between the Buu Saga anime and manga, there are dozens of different arguments one can make for their opinion. However, I think the third interpretation is still the most valid. Guides pretty explicitly say that Ultimate Gohan does surpass Goku, guides that speak in the present tense calling him the strongest or ultimate warrior. However, these same guides, and many others, make it pretty clear that Goku is the strongest in the universe alongside Kid Buu by the time of the final climactic battle. Of course, the anime makes this argument even more blatant. Not only does Goku fight a perfect clone of Ultimate Gohan without even using Super Saiyan 3, but he fights a Kid Buu, who you hopefully know at this point, gets called the strongest Buu a million times in the anime continuity. At this point, you may be noticing a pattern with Gohan that is only broken up in the Cell Saga. Goku starts stronger, Gohan gets a brief power-up where he surpasses his dad, only for Goku to get stronger and be stronger by the end of the arc. However, as we move beyond Dragon Ball Z, this pattern essentially gets dropped entirely. For example, in Dragon Ball GT, Gohan never once surpasses Goku. Even when possessed and amped by Baby, he can't even handle base Goku, which is kind of hilarious, all things considered. Dragon Ball Super, for the most of its run, is kinda just as bad when it comes to Gohan's power. We don't need to spend any time on Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Universe 6, or the Goku Black Arc because Gohan is obviously not stronger than Goku. The Tournament of Power at least gives a chance for Gohan to get strong again, and his power does vary between the anime and manga. In the anime, he trains and gets stronger than ever, and gets directly compared to Goku in a fight. While he does force Goku to use his current full power at the time of Blue Kaioken, he still ultimately loses, and unfortunately, during the actual tournament, Goku continues to grow stronger, and Gohan mostly stays the same. The manga, however, does potentially provide a moment where Gohan surpasses Goku. I've talked about this before, but Gohan in the manga is able to match Kefla evenly, and in the manga Tournament of Power, even just Kale by herself was too much for Blue Goku to handle. So you can argue that until Goku unlocks Ultra Instinct, Gohan once again repeated the classic DBZ pattern and was stronger than Goku for a brief moment in the middle of the arc. Finally though, we come to the second and currently biggest Goku versus Gohan topic, Mastered Ultra Instinct versus Beast. Once again, due to the massive differences between the DBS manga and the DBS movies and anime, the scales for both of these are different in argumentation. For the anime, the main issue is that Goku can't use Ultra Instinct at the moment and is kind of stuck at Super Saiyan Blue. This is a problem because straight from the mouth of Toriyama, Piccolo, and Guides, the Gamma androids and Piccolo should be at or above the level of Goku and Vegeta. Even in his ultimate form, Gohan could fight the Gammas, and at full power, Piccolo thought Ultimate Gohan could output even more strength than he could in his orange form. Obviously, the Beast Gohan transformation is a further boost of power that could potentially make him the absolute strongest, even more powerful than Broly. Regardless, he is unironically one-shotting current Goku in the anime continuity. The same obviously can't be said for the manga, where Goku can use Mastered Ultra Instinct at will and has had 2 extra arcs to go stronger. Also, unlike the anime and movies, Goku and Gohan have a direct 1v1 rematch. Now, some interpret this sparring match as having Goku be the clear winner, while others think Gohan was clearly more powerful. And in my opinion, just like the anime, I think the favor leads towards Gohan. While yes, Goku says he didn't want to beat Gohan, that doesn't change the fact that Gohan's full power just completely overpowers and outspeeds Master Ultra Instinct's ability to dodge at all, which is like its main thing. After this point, Goku never lands a hit until he uses a Ki that does no damage to Gohan. In fact, if one of them is holding back more, it's probably Gohan, who explicitly says he's purposefully not snapping and going berserk, which historically is his main source of big power boosts. Could it be revealed that Goku was actually at 1% during this fight? Yeah, but for now, more evidence points towards Gohan. And then finally, we obviously have the end of Z era, which is where Goku's in his blue gi. There's many statements that Goku is the strongest guy here. Gohan doesn't stand a chance. So to summarize all of this, throughout the entire history of Dragon Ball, Goku is almost always stronger. However, in moments where his power is needed most, Gohan has stepped up to become the strongest, at least until he throws against Super Buu. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you to my members who got to see this video early, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya!